can't stop the signal now.
Welcome back to another Rebel Rant. And today we're going to continue with Hollyweird's obsession with little children. And we've been following the Cuties controversy. And something really rather creepy just popped up recently. Now, this is a video from February 27th of 2011 from Jimmy Kimmel Live. If you've been watching the Cuties videos, then hopefully you know by now that there is a connection, a web going on in the entertainment industry regarding children. And it's not just within Hollywood. It crosses borders, and there are other countries involved in this. Our pop culture has been completely subverted at this point. And let's go ahead and dive into this video here, and you can see for yourself that there's something very odd going on that needs to be exposed. Now, I'm not going to play the whole video. It's 6 minutes 38 seconds, but there are certain points that I want to share with you and talk about. But let's go ahead and get started here.
You have a young daughter as well.
I do.
Who is getting involved in show business?
Well, she's got chops. Our daughter, Sophie, is a delightful child. She's always been rambunctious, always been loaded up with personality. And look, if she wants to go into the business, she can.
But it seems like you're in a, I wouldn't say.
So he does have a daughter, and yeah, so if she wants to follow in her daddy's footsteps, he has certainly given his blessing for that, as you saw for yourself. And all right, let's see what else they have to say here.
Say pushing, but it seems like you're very supportive of this.
Oh, listen, when your kids have dreams, I back them up, pure and simple.
Boy, do you, because you brought us some videotape here. This is from a program that you allowed yourselves to be.
I am in the business, so I have some contacts.
So what Jimmy is talking about is this Toddlers and Tiaras clip that we're about to take a look at. And at first he does make it sound like this is Tom Hanks and his daughter, but it's my understanding that that is actually not the case. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue here.
And there was a possibility perhaps maybe to do something for one of those, the cable channels that are like 300, 320, you know, on the thing. And so we went out and we put together a little possibility for me and my...
Well, we have it right here.
Me and
Let's
Sophie
take a look.
Hanks.
So, okay. Now we're getting into the Toddlers and Tiaras video. Real quick, I've known about these child pageants for quite some time. And to be perfectly honest, they've never really sat right. Without there being any evidence of anything really untowards going on beneath the surface. As weird as these things are, it's been difficult to like completely condemn them. Because, I mean, parents, they're going to raise their children. And, you know, unless they're breaking the law in some way, such as the Cuties movie, then, you know, if I think it's weird, parents do have the right to raise their children as they see fit. However, after recent events, including the Cuties trailer, one of the worst kept secrets in Hollywood and in the world is one of the worst kept open secrets is the whole thing with P to the E to the D to the O. And the fact that Tom Hanks recently got his Greek citizenship, a country that was not long ago on the verge of complete and total economic collapse. The Mediterranean area might be a beautiful area as far as the landscape goes, but it's not exactly the first country that jumps to mind when I think of possible alternative citizenship. And it's questionable at best. Let's go ahead and continue here with the Toddler and Tiaras video.
My name is Tom Hanks, and I am super excited because my daughter Sophie and I are competing in the Miss Ultimate Sexy Baby Nevada.
Whoa. Okay, so I don't know if you caught the initial intro. It had the different children dolled up, and just their faces kind of compiled together there. That was odd to start with. And then, as you just heard, the name of the competition is the Nevada Sexy Baby competition. That alone, that right there, like what? That why would you? Why? And folks, keep in mind, we were talking about like 6-year-old children here in a competition titled Sexy Baby. That is, I knew these child pageants have always been odd to me, but I've never paid much attention to them. And I don't remember off the top of my head hearing one called Sexy Baby. Now, I don't know how common that is, but the simple fact is these pageants have reached the point where they're comfortable with giving a name such as Sexy Baby, which is gee, oh my lord, that is beyond inappropriate there, folks. That is not appropriate at all. You did not refer to children or babies as sexy. That's just wrong. There's no defense for that. I'm sorry. And the fact that Tom Hanks, we're talking about Tom Hanks here. I used to be a big fan of this guy in the movies. He always made good movies. Always enjoyed his movies. And in recent years, stuff has popped up about this guy that has forced me to reevaluate my fandom of Tom Hanks. And it's a process, folks. It takes time to come to terms with it. But I did, and there's something off about this guy. Really, really off about this guy. And this video is just kind of showing why. Keep in mind, this is from 2011, 9 years ago.
Pageant. And when it comes to awards, this is as big as it gets.
I'm Sophie Hanks, and I want to be Miss Ultimate Sexy Baby.
Oh my god. This is... What the hell? Oh my god, what the hell, folks? Why? This... Okay, let's say, hypothetically, this is a video that is fictional, and they made up the name, which appears to be the case, that this video is fictional. This is, from what I understand, this is not his actual daughter. This is not an inappropriate joke. This is, it's inappropriate on all levels. And then you have this girl, obviously she's a little girl. I believe she's supposed to be about 6 years old. Very happily stating that she's going to be in the Sexy Baby competition. This is... No. Sorry, no. It's bad enough if it's a real competition, which being in Nevada, I would not be surprised. But as a parent, I would never allow my 6-year-old child to take part in a fictional skit such as this. There's no way. It's just... No. I'm sorry. There's no way I would allow it. So the fact that this girl's parents allowed her to be in this, and Tom Hanks went along with it, and Jimmy Kimmel is clearly involved, and then you take a look at stuff happening today, such as the Cuties movie and trailer, folks, they are flaunting this stuff right beneath our noses, right in front of our eyes. Let's continue.
I like pageants because I like winning money and I get to buy anything I want.
Is that the message that these pageants are sending out to these little girls? Make as much money as you can and buy whatever you want? Is that what the purpose of these pageants are? Because if it is, then we got a serious problem here. And we're not even talking about the P to the E to the D to the O. That's all another rant. I understand that this video is supposed to be some sort of joke, but make no mistake, jokes have some basis in reality.
Sophie and I did her first page when she was only 3 months old. Here she is. She got queen.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I'm talking about. This is just disturbing to me. I mean, it's literally a baby being dolled up. I mean, it's one thing for... okay, on the one hand, I'm all for parents teaching their girls how to be girls. Over the course of their childhood, teach them how to grow into being a woman. But this is something else here, folks. This is something else. I don't know what this is exactly, but it's... putting your child on display like that, it doesn't sit well with me. On the surface, nothing hinky going on. It just doesn't sit well with me. Now, I'm not going to say other parents can't do this as long as it's innocent and there's nothing untoward going on. I'm not going to say they can't do it. It just doesn't sit well with me. But then we got this other stuff going on, Hollywood, other countries, Sundance Film Festival. Raises a lot of red flags, a lot of questions that need to be asked and answered. And if there is stuff going on, there need to be consequences.
Well, as you can see, we got over 40 of these bad boys. In fact, we named her Sophie because it rhymes with...
Nothing.
Rhymes with trophy. Say it. I love trophies.
No.
Say it. I love trophies.
No.
Oh, come on. All right, give me a smile. Give me a big pad.
No! I hate smiles!
So, yeah, I'm not here necessarily to knock on these pageants. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip. I understand they're trying to be funny here, but it does show that there's a certain amount of obsession with the parents when it comes to presenting their children to the world as these objects. And I mean, there's definitely an issue with these parents that just... these pageants matter more to them than their children, and that sets the stage for other things to be going on behind the scenes. We're going to go ahead and skip through this a bit, and we're going to get back to the relevant points here regarding the P to the E to the D, the O in general in Hollywood, and specifically to this video. Okay, so we're going to watch another little clip here that's going to touch on a broader issues that are connected to this, so I'll let you see for yourself here.
I think my dad wants to be a pageant queen, but he can't.
And shoulder, 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 shoulder. She needs to know these routines backwards and forwards, because when she gets up there, and it has to be all automatic. Sexy hands, sexy feet, sexy feet, sexy feet.
Yeah, I understand this is meant to be a joke. However, comedians draw from real life. They draw from their real life experiences. They draw from what's actually going on in society and in the world at large. And this particular quote-unquote joke touches on the alphabet community directly. This guy is supposed to be a man. Clearly, he's got masculinity issues, to say the least. There are parents that are exactly like this. And this opens the door to the alphabet lifestyle, which recognizes no boundaries when it comes to the hot cha-cha-cha. When you drag children into the equation, as these types of parents do, and believe me, these types of parents do exist, that opens the door to much darker and more insidious situations. Okay, so this next clip's gonna be a good example of what I'm talking about here.
Honey,
funny.
Swimsuit competition.
Swimsuit competition.
Swimsuit competition.
Notice you've got the canned laughter in the background. So that everything going on in this video is hilarious. It's so wholesome. It's so funny. There's nothing hinky going on here, folks. It's all perfectly normal and perfectly funny. Swimsuit competition. She's 6 years old. At this point, I'd like to guide your attention back to the Cuties trailer and marketing poster. Folks, this is a problem. And he's making a joke out of the swimsuit competition, but guess what? They have swimsuit competitions for 6-year-olds. That's a problem. It is the ha-cha-cha-ing of children. Period. End of story. And it's one of the reasons why I have a problem with these child pageants. It opens the door for some very dark stuff here, folks. Okay, for this next clip, he gets a delivery, and the results are... There's just something really creepy about this one. Yeah, I understand it was presented as a skit, as this whole thing's supposed to be a joke, but with all this stuff going on, it shines a new light on this video, and other things like it. I'll let you see for yourself here, folks, because it doesn't set right.
Here it is. Oh, there you are. You look just like a Bratz doll. Oh, you look just like a Bratz.
I'm sorry, but that wig, something about it. She stops looking like a 6-year-old girl. It makes her look far more like a full-grown woman, albeit a younger one, but a woman nonetheless, and she is 6 years old. And they try to play it off as, oh, she looks like a Bratz doll. I don't know that much about Bratz dolls, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some Bratz dolls here, and as you can see for yourself, this wig on this little girl, it makes her look nothing like a Bratz doll. This wig is very intricate wig. It's got a great deal of detail to it and realism. These Bratz dolls, they look like dolls, literally. Relatively straight hair and all that stuff. It's not piled high. Now, I did manage to find one doll in particular that this is the closest that I've been able to find to this wig that Tom Hanks is putting on the 6-year-old girl. And as you can see, I would not be okay with my daughter dressing like this in real life. I don't have any kids, but if I did have a daughter, I'm not sure I would even be comfortable giving her this doll to play with. This is highly inappropriate for children. I do not understand how this is even marketed and sold to parents for their children. So the fact that he's, oh, you look like a Bratz doll. I'm sorry. That's not a good thing. This is just in and of itself, it's creepy for me. And dressing your child up like this, there's a problem there, folks. If we go back to the video, this little girl, she's got this very womanly wig on. I'm sorry, but that is not a Bratz doll. That is somebody trying to make a 6-year-old girl look like a woman. It's creepy, folks. This is creep. I'm not even going to use the word cringe. This goes way beyond cringe. This is downright creepy. And that's just on the surface, without taking all of this other stuff into account. And that little girl, she just looks so happy. Because she wants to please her daddy. She wants to please her parent. And this applies to both men and women, mothers and fathers that put their children in these positions. These kids want to please their parents. They want to make their parents proud of them. They want their parents to love them. And these kids are trusting their parents because that's what kids do. And I'm not speaking out against nuclear families. I'm not speaking out against traditional families because the vast majority are good families when society is moving in the right direction. But I digress. Let's continue. There it is right there. the Miss Ultimate Sexy Baby Nevada Pageant contestants. It's less and less shocking at this point, which is not a good thing, folks. I mean, that's just disgusting. I mean, come on. Who refers to children like that? There's only one type of person that refers to children like that, folks. And it's not a good person. Even if this is a joke, this is not only is not a funny joke, it is incredibly inappropriate. There are certain lines you do not cross, period, end of story. Even in a society such as the United States of America, where you have the freedom to speak your mind and express yourself, there are limits, there are lines that you do not cross.
Next up in the Little Miss category is Sophie Hanks.
All right, Mary, remember we talked about focus, right? And make daddy love you. Sexy baby?
Sexy baby.
Sexy baby. All right, get up. There you go. Earn it.
Oh my god. That just made my skin crawl. Like, on so many levels. There's so much that just happened right there. For the make daddy love you. I mean, that's just, you don't do that. No, you don't. That's not how a parent is meant to love their child. You don't force your child to earn your love. Any parent that does that, there's something wrong with them. I've seen it more times than I can count in real life, as in situations that have nothing to do with child pageants or Hollywood. It's wrong, plain and simple. And then he refers to his own quote-unquote daughter as a sexy baby. What the hell? What the hell? This is supposed to be Tom Hanks. That's a 6-year-old girl. Like, regardless of whether or not it's his real life daughter. No. You don't, that's, no. And then this look, like, I understand he was trying to play into the clip, into the joke, into the skit. But these actors, they tap into real life experiences. And that look on his face is just dark. It is dark. It makes you wonder what he is tapping into in order to convey that expression. Because he is just rolling right along with this whole thing, and clearly does not have a problem with referring to a 6-year-old girl as a sexy baby in any way, shape, or form. I mean, this makes my skin crawl, folks. Him and his wife got their Greek citizenship. There have been a lot of questions flying around about him and his wife. And going back to 2011 with this skit, with this video, with fresh eyes, there's something off here, folks. Very, very off. Let's continue. Good God Almighty, Lord. This is, oh my goodness. So this part right here actually touches very close to the Cuties movie. That, I'm sorry, folks, that is a form of eggplant dancing. It's not as blatant as what you might see in a club, but that is eggplant dancing. I'm not even going to describe it. You saw it for yourself. I feel dirty just even talking about it. If that was a full-grown woman, I'm not even going to go there, folks. This is a 6-year-old child. And this isn't right, folks. And this is stuff that goes on in real pageants. for children. And they're turning into a joke, and in neither case it's not. In either case, it's not appropriate, and this really isn't funny. I mean, especially with all of this other stuff coming to light.
And I know you like it too, the way that I want you.
Poison? Poison is Sophie's favorite 1980s hair band. Yeah.
The way I want you. And then he's all, Poison? That's her favorite hair band. I'm sorry? What 6-year-old? What? 6-year-olds are supposed to be watching, like, I don't know, Barney? Maybe? Teletubbies? I don't know what to watch nowadays exactly, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't listen to Poison, 80s rock band music with highly inappropriate lyrics. What kind of parent is he trying to represent? And the fact that he is actively engaging in this video with a actual 6-year-old girl makes you wonder what kind of parent he is in real life.
Talk dirty to me.
No! No. 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 If you had any doubts about this video back from 2011, that right there, folks, that is a no-go. That is a negative. No. Even as a joke, that is a no-go. No. Hollywood has absolutely no problem putting little children in these situations. Who? What? Who does this to children? Who lets them listen to this type of music? Who has them say these things? Not normal people. Not normal parents. This is not decent people. There's no defending this. Oh my God. And the way she said it, the enthusiasm, it's the enthusiasm of a child trying to please her parents. And make no mistake, it's not just little girls that are being put through this. Little boys too. Let's get that straight. This isn't just about the girls. This is about the children, boys and girls. If you don't know, there are a lot of boys out there being forced to embrace. They're being forced to cross the genetic line between boy and girl. For starters. That's just for starters. This doesn't just apply to girls. However, this video is an example of everything that we've been talking about in the last several videos. And as I guarantee you that the web behind all this is connected to the Cuties movie and trailer. It is not isolated to the United States of America. It is international. It crosses borders. Easier than you can possibly imagine. This isn't right, folks. That is not how 6-year-old children are meant to talk and behave. I just can't.
Sexy baby! Sexy baby! You were such a sexy baby! I'm proud of you,
Yes, yeah, I'm proud of her.
Oh my God. He couldn't say it enough. With such enthusiasm. Sexy baby. Sexy baby. Doesn't matter if this is his real life daughter or an actress. Doesn't matter. The fact that anybody would consider a 6-year-old child to be sexy, there is a problem. Whether it is real or a joke, there are certain lines you do not cross. This is not okay.
Miss Ultimate Sexy Baby 2011 Queen is... Rhonda Howard!
serious, dude? I guess this is my first time watching this. I did not see that coming. But Jimmy Kimmel, I'm not surprised he was in there. Not one bit. Ron Howard, what the hell, Ron? Happy Days, man. What happened to you? What happened to you? How did you get sucked into this? Folks, you have no idea how big this web is. You have no idea.
Well, look, there's a lot of politics involved. A lot of it is who you know.
This is my first sexy baby win, and I am over the moon.
I mean, seriously? With a tooth like that? I mean, sticking out like it does? I'm over a sexy baby. I don't think so. I don't get it. Not with teeth like that.
Houston, Tom has a problem. Eat my dust, Hank. Thanks, Rhonda.
I don't know how to convey the levels of disgust and shock and disbelief, folks. This is... I'm not... I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. When he first took over the Late Show, whichever one he took over, I gave him a shot, but there's something wrong with this guy. And he has proven to be quite the simp in recent years. And this is just... I don't think I ever saw this before. I remember something about Toddlers and Tiaras long ago, but I didn't pay much attention to it. As you can see from this advertisement, Toddlers and Tiaras is on TLC. I think I'm going to have to take a look at some episodes here and see what exactly is going on. Because it seems like this is definitely some sort of joke about Toddlers and Tiaras. And it's raising some pretty major questions at this point. Wow. Yeah, Ron Howard jumping out like that was a shock. Come on, he's from Happy Days. Come on. Happy Days. What the hell, man? Folks, it's time that people wake up to what's going on right in front of us. This it needs to be brought to the light of day. And there need to be some consequences, folks. There need to be answers, and there need to be consequences. The Cuties trailer was the shot heard around the world. And folks, we cannot let this slide. We cannot simply let our outrage die down and forget about this. It needs to be exposed. And this house of cards needs to be burned to ash. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching. This has been another Rebel Rant, speaking into the void.
Can't stop the signal.